Hey everyone, it's Christopher and welcome back to the channel. This is a no frills video, so I'm going to be uploading this directly from my mobile phone to YouTube Studio, so apologize if this isn't the same kind of involved video you're used to watching, but I've actually made this video twice and never got it uploaded, so I'm actually going to read from my notes here, so I apologize in advance, but I'm going to put a few of these statistics inside of the description for this video, so if you want to check those out there, you can. So for the last couple months, I've been using the Canon Powershot V10. I'm actually shooting this video on the Canon Powershot V10, so I have no idea what the audio quality is going to be like, but I'm shooting it outside, so that should help with some of the audio things. One of the big questions that I've been asked, and I was curious about myself, was specifically the overheating. What conditions will cause the camera to stop recording? And let's just read the stats. So if I'm using auto settings, meaning like I'm not manually adjusting audio or video or exposure or any of this other stuff, if it's shot at 4K 23.98 frames per second, my time to record was 32 minutes. It auto powered off due to overheating. About 20 minutes in to that 32 minutes, I received a notification that it was going to overheat. If I did it at full HD 1080p at 23 frames per second, this is happens to be IPB. I don't know if 4K is IPB. I don't know that it would matter much, but it does tell me IPB. On 50% battery, it lasted 55 minutes before it shut off due to a battery consumption. I did not get a battery warning. At full HD 1080p with a full battery, I got 60 minutes before it shut off due to battery consumption. I did not get a battery overheating warning. And so that's what I meant previously. So at 50% battery and at 100% or a full battery, I never got an overheating. So it seems like 1080p full HD is the way to go here. Now, I tested this with full HD at 23 frames per second with a USB battery source. So I was using some kind of a V-mount battery to do this. 60 minutes before it shut down due to battery consumption, I did not get a battery warning. So even if you have it physically plugged in, it still goes about 60 minutes before it conks out. Anyway, one of the things that, or reasons that I made this video is, one, just kind of knowing what kind of battery life you're going to get from it. So if you're doing 4K, this little unit's going to overheat. I'm honestly not surprised, nor am I disappointed. Bottom line is, when you're kind of doing this on and off, and I did do this when I was recording, if I recorded on and off, and there was a chance for it to sort of rest or for the processor, I guess, to cool down, I found that I could go about 45 minutes, you know, just kind of intermittently recording when I first tested it out. I used this a ton in Europe when I went to London, Paris, and Rome. It was very hot in Rome. It was in the 100+ degrees every day, and I find that it performed extremely well. But it's a great vlogging camera. So I just wanted to just kind of give a thing like, hey, here's what happens, right, when you're in certain conditions. The other big thing is they say that you can use these as, like, say, maybe like an external camera for a meeting. I teach technical classes, like roughly 8 to 9 hours a day. This camera, unfortunately, would not cut it. It's not going to be able to sort of go that all day. But if you're doing an occasional Zoom meeting here and there, this camera is probably really great. The big thing that people complain about is the built-in cameras on computers. They're usually at like 720p. Honestly, on a call, that's usually more than enough, but if you really need something better, obviously this camera could do 4K or at least 1080p. But at that point, you know, do you really need to do Zoom meetings at 4K? Maybe if you're recording an interview over the internet, this would be really great. This would make a lot of sense. But anyway, those are my statistics. I'll put the link, or I'll put all my notes here, things that I discovered, in the description below. If you find out or test out some of the other settings, comment below. Let me know what you're getting out of your camera. I'm really curious to see. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do me a favor, hit that like button. If you want to see more content like this, crush the subscribe button and ring that notification bell to stay up to date with everything we're producing. As always, we hope you're doing well, we hope you're staying safe, and we'll see you in the next one.